Hey, welcome back to Score on Business. So our next guest is Stephanie Huffman. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
Oh yeah. So Stephanie, you founded Epiphany Creative Services. Stephanie Huffman is founder of Epiphany Creative Services, a private creative and consulting service dedicated to authors, entrepreneurs, startups, and small business owners nationwide. They are committed to helping brands find their aha moment, and it's what they do and it's what they love to do. So thanks for being here again. Stephanie, tell us about a client you've worked with and what you did for them.
Sure. Well, I actually have some show and tell here. This would be one of them. This is one of the first 6 women astronauts. Her name's Ray Seddon. She's actually in the Middle Tennessee area.
Okay.
She married an astronaut, but obviously she had a story to tell. And when she came to us, her entire book was in yellow legal pads. And she said, "Can you help me?" And we said, "Sure." Now, believe it or not,
here,
people...
I'll hold that. Maybe we'll get a zoom on it. Yeah.
People, think that they're going to get published, but it's a very difficult process. So we said to her, "Why don't you get your story out? We'll help you." So we designed it. We helped her self-publish. We set her up as a self-publisher. We printed it. We produced it. We published it. We promoted it. Everything. We even built her a new website. We put her up on social media. We got her blogging. We got her email up and running.
Good
so
for
everything's soup to nuts. And it's selling great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. So is this self-published?
It is. And one of the things we did is make sure that she understood what that meant. Most people don't.
Yeah.
When you decide to self-publish, many times you Google and you find someone and you buy a package online. What you don't understand is that this has been in barcode. If you don't buy that yourself and create your own publishing entity, it's a DBA, it's no big deal, but you create your own logo and you go ahead and buy this, you then are the owner of your product. Most people don't realize that, and when they go to a package online, they own the ISBN and the barcode, they own your book.
You know, it's funny how companies might do something like that.
Well, they're the publisher. They're not being sneaky. They're the publisher. We made her the publisher. We did the same thing for Lachlan Table. We just launched and did their book, and we set them up as Lachlan Press, and they own their own book as well.
What do they do?
Lachlan Table is a restaurant in East Nashville.
Oh, okay.
And they're a phenomenal group of people. They had a story to tell, and we went ahead and helped them tell the story. We did everything, soup to nuts. That's right.
That's awesome quality.
Thank you.
Too.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, how can businesses and entrepreneurs benefit from writing and having a book?
I'm glad you asked. People don't realize that it's not just, I want to write a book. You, as a businessman, you want to establish yourself where you stand out in the crowd, and you also want to establish yourself as an expert in your field. If I take your knowledge and put it in a book, and you hand that to someone, now, granted, it's going to be the most expensive business card you ever make and the most expensive brochure you ever do, but it sets you apart in the crowd.
Absolutely.
You stand out and you become an expert in your field.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about starting a consulting business in a specific area, and I got a lot of advice. You've got to write a book, and you've got to, So
well, you probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah. We call it contra-competitive marketing, so that you stand out in the crowd.
Right.
You know, if you go into a crowded room, the chances of you being heard are very difficult. But if you walk into a crowded room with your hair on fire, you stand out. And by being an author, you're not just a businessman in that business room, you're an author and businessman in that room.
Right. Okay, so we'll get started on this question and then need to take a little break.
Absolutely.
So you were telling me that earlier that at this time in this decade, it's the golden age of self-publishing. With that fact, who should really write a book?
Right, it is the golden age. And we have 3 potential authors that we work with and that we talk about. And it's an earned author, an eager author, and an event author. And real quickly, the earned author is someone who's earned the right to be heard and earned the opportunity to tell their story. Both of these individuals have. An eager author is someone who loves to write, loves to share stories, loves to talk, and they're just eager. And then the event author is someone like Sully Sullenberger. Never wanted to grow up to write a book, but finds himself being a hero one day when he lands his plane safely and saves everyone on board on the Hudson River. he's an event author. We want to hear about him and how he did that. So those are the different types of authors.
Okay. Okay. And so so what we'll do, we'll go ahead and take a quick break now.
Sure.
We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.